welcome to VLSI for all today. Vishal Kumar this side, and we have special guest Anjay Kumar with us. Welcome to VLSI for all and giving your time. Sir, thank you for coming in the channel. Starting with your, can you sir start with your brief introduction from your education, of your educational background?
Yes. Thank you, Vishal. Thank you for giving the opportunity. My name is Srinivas Sanjay Kumar, and I am from Raipur, Chhattisgarh. And I have done my BE from BIT Durg, college nearby my town. And after doing my BE in EC, and I done my MTech in telecommunications from IIT Delhi, and I passed out in 2021. Uh, Recently joined Intel from campus placement in the month of August 2021. So that's it.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you brief us about about your GID preparation and overall BTech life?
Yes. Uh, every aspirants of which take PCM have a goal that they have to go to IIT, as
Okay.
the parents and everyone is everyone you have to go to IIT. So from 10th onwards, when I was in 10th, so same thing happened in my house only, that they saw that I am not very much bad, but okay. So if I work hard, I can go into IIT from my from for BTech. So for that, I went for coaching in 11th and 12th, but unfortunately, I didn't get to IT. So as soon as I got my JEE Mains rank, I made sure that I didn't get to IT at this time, but I need to go to IT for my MTech or PhD. So at that point of time only, I thought that my only goal was to get to IT, do a MTech, not get a job from gate led government jobs. My only aim was to get it. So for that gate, I started my gate preparation from my sixth semester, which is the third year.
Yeah.
So here in our Raipur, there are two main gate coachings. One is Gate Academy by Thande sir, and one
Yes,
is
sir.
some local one gate. So I thought that if I get more time for myself study, I will get a better rank in gate. So I went to that local one so as to get more time for self study. So after doing 1.5 year gate coaching in my from 6th to 8th semester, I just qualified the gate as I didn't have that much exposure which we need in this competitive exam. So that was the story of my gate. Or as the E-Tech life, I always focus from the first day itself that I have to go to. So I didn't enjoy my E-Tech life that much. My only aim was to how to get to IT, how to get to IT. So there is not much to say about my E-Tech life. So after just getting qualified in 2018, I took 1 year drop and went to ACE Academy in New
Saket.
Delhi.
Saket
Yes,
Delhi.
yes, okay. So from there I took 6 months course from ACE Delhi, in which we had ev- each day some 12 to an hours of coaching,
Weekend batch.
which I no, 5 days in a
Regular
week
batch.
batch.
Okay, sir. That must
As
be the
I
hectic
Yes,
because
yes, yes. But that course was done in 5 months. So as to get time for my gate exam from November end to February first week. So that's why I joined that batch to get more time for me when the gate exam was coming near. So
okay,
to get
sir.
more time.
It must be hard for you changing the city and doing the course in
Yes,
five
yes, yes.
months.
Changing
Five
setting.
months.
Yes, 5 months. But
Okay, sir.
I
Hmm? Please continue.
but I don't have that much time. I wasted my 1.5 year in my tech to get more time. So I took drop to that this drop is the last drop which I will took. I thought that so I can't take drop by drop each year. So that's why I took this hectic path for my gate
Okay.
preparation.
Okay. After clearing the gate and successfully one after one drop here, you got a good rank. Then you choose IIT Delhi MTech in communication. Am I right?
Communication, yes, yes.
Telecommunication, telecom, which is an
Telecommunication,
interdisciplinary branch,
which
and
is an
you must
interdisciplinary branch.
and you also might get a VLSI or system on chip in new IIT. Then what is the reason of choosing the IIT Delhi? Is a Delhi very memorize you?
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, IT Delhi and ACE Delhi was very nearby.
Yes,
That one
Saket
is
and
Hotch Khas
Hoskas.
and it is
Yeah.
Saket. So when when we roamed around Metro, no, so we always get this IT station. So one day we got there and saw the gate from outside. So I thought that I want to go inside is only no one IT, only is IT, as I lived there for 5 6 months. So so that's
You
why I
also
took
get
IT
you
Delhi.
also get intimidated by the IIT board sign
IT Delhi,
every.
IT body, and I saw that there is a metro platform for only IT. So that itself is a very big thing that
Privilege
they
type.
are
You are considered
privileged
this
time,
as a
huh?
privilege. Okay. So,
Privileged
sir,
time.
can you elaborate the what is the course curriculum at your branch, and how it is differ, and how much elective you can take for to get into VLSI field?
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, the branch telecommunication technology, the name and the course are very much different. Out from outside, we see that it is mostly from telecom point of view. So nothing much for hardware. We always think like that from outside. But when I got into it and called some seniors before my admission, I asked them what is the scope of getting to VLSI and software and ML. So they told me that this branch is very open to all things. You learn something of each fields. We learn something from VLSI, some from computer science, and some from communication. So if you take one path after one semester, you can go into each of the field that you want. So the course is very vast. In first year, we get one lab. In that lab, we learn many languages like C, Python, and SQL Shell, well, which is mostly of that software background. In this lab only, we learn the hardware languages. So if anyone wants to go to that hardware side of field, they have some kind of experience or exposure. And
Okay, sir.
similarly, in this second semester, we get hands-on experience on FPGA boards to help
And
our hardware careers.
okay, and sir, your field is telecommunication. How it is different from communication, and what is the research program?
Telecommunication is a subset of communication.
Okay, sir.
Mostly the subjects that the communication field guys take in IT Delhi, we have approximately their core and our core are 80 to 90% same. What they learn, we also learn this. But somewhat at the last some 2 3 subjects, we get to our telecom side to differentiate us.
Okay, sir. So you have time for your to work on yourself in VLSI because you have less subject in comparison to a communication system.
No. We have similar subjects, but only the 2 3 subjects they do something else and we do something else. But the total
Okay, sir.
quantity is ideally actually in our branch we have two extra compared to communication. They need to do a 48 course something, and we do have to do 54. So we have two extra subjects.
Okay, sir. And sir, how is your peer group? I mean, your batchmates, or they are also into the VLSI, or they just stick to their field?
Uh, we had at our time 22
Okay, sir.
students. So one or two got into some government jobs from DRDO and IS, and rest 20, half are in VLSI, some 5 6 are in core software branch, and some last 3 4 are in core communication domain in 5G and others.
Okay, okay, sir. And sir, what attracts you to to go for a VLSI and microelectronics? What
Actually, from
motivates
the
you?
yes, yes, from the 10th only, one of my seniors, they told that you go into this front as you. I like to play games very much. From the childhood only, I have that PlayStation. Everyone, so everything from game hardware and GPUs always fascinated me. So seeing this, one of my senior told that you have a very good I and this for, so you we should go in his field by taking EC branch. So from that time only, I always thought that I will go into EC. And the reason of choosing this telecom branch only, after I contacted my seniors to see my scope of getting into this, then only I joined it. Otherwise, I would have leaved it.
Sir, if sir, you talk about the games, sir, but your rival AMD is now overpowering you. How it is feel like?
It is overpowering us for this time, but as our new CEO has came, he changed the complete work culture in Intel from the last 6 months, and our 12th gen CPUs
Hmm.
are also overpowering Intel. They are
Okay, sir.
mostly
You are
for
sir.
gaming purposes.
You once again try to overcome the gaming world.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, sir. Sir, coming to your placement, which is very important for the audience or to who is watching this video. Sir, can you talk
Mhm.
about what is the procedure of getting into the Intel and how much you study the complete process, sir? Can you
Yes,
brief
yes, yes.
us?
Mostly in MTech from in IT, at least not the first two semesters are very hectic, as most of us come from a normal college, and IT life is very much different compared to our colleges. Here everything changes. So 1 year we need to see how to survive in IT and what to do and what not to do, what skills we need to make for our placement, what are the languages, how to make CV, how to make contacts. So 1 year goes into that. From third semester, which is like April or May, we have 6 months to get into placement. So in April, each one of us selects which path we have to go, or either hardware or software or some communication. If selected hardware, I contacted my seniors who already got into these type of companies. They told me to study hardware languages like Verilog and some core software like C, which is always used in this type of fields. So I learned Verilog. Then we need to practice our codes in one simulators which we get online. As Verilog is the most important thing for any non VLSI branch to get into VLSI, because we can't learn that the course subjects they take which we can't take. We don't have the time and bandwidth to them, but Verilog is that thing which can get us into this type of domain like verification domain and RTL design domains. So I made my aim to learn this and master is first, and after that, when we are and with this, I took CMOS IC design course in our MTech, which was optional for us, but I took it for my placement. So in that we learned how to design some small circuits that they ask in our placement exams.
Okay, sir.
And these two things are only required for us to get to the VLSI, but we have to do it thoroughly and very hard work. We can't leave anything to untouched. We can't leave anything untouched. So uh, if
Sir, did you make project on
anyone
this, sir?
yes,
Did
yes, yes,
you
I made one project. I made a comparator on 60 nanometer tool.
TSMC or SCL?
No, no, no. Uh, Cadence
Sir. Okay, sir.
Virtuoso. I took their library and made one comparator from from NAND, from CMOS logic and pass transistor logic
Okay,
for
sir.
my CV building, as I am
Okay,
from
sir.
non VLSI branch now. So I
Okay, sir.
made this. And after we are done with these two things, and there comes September and October when we are doing the written exams for all these companies. The companies which are going to come in December, they take their exams in September and October. So that exam is mostly of gate pattern. So there is not much to do if you are coming from gate. Uh, there it comes digital logic and networks are mostly there. Aptitude and English we can learn side by side with the preparation, and some 100 to 150 percent if the exams, and some 60 to 70 get shortlisted for all these companies on day one. I will come to day two and day three, but I'm only telling this for day one companies.
Okay, sir.
Uh,
That's a
so
60% ratio, I think. That's
yes, yes, yes,
60%
60%
selection.
ratio.
That's a good answer.
Because all MTechs in IT Delhi, they always want to get either hardware or software. And
Yes, sir.
the guys who come from EC or that in our side, their software is not as good as computer science ones. So they
Okay.
always try for this hardware thing. So the quantity itself of the total number becomes more than 100 and 120. So that's why they take this test to shortlist some of
Okay,
them.
sir.
So after this written shortlist, some 60 to 70 are called for the interview, which is the day one of IT Delhi, December 1st. And we have 2 to 3 rounds depending upon the total number of candidates. So first round is technical round. After this, they shortlist some 30 peoples, and after round two, they shortlist some 20 peoples. And from these 20, they take generally 15 to 18 for the hardware spots.
Okay, sir. And sir, after the how was the interview, sir? I mean, they ask from your CV or they are just question
Yes,
they
yes.
just question on the atmosphere.
Actually, each some 5 to 6 type of branches are shortlisted for these hardware companies, in which we get some core hardware branches like micro electronics and my branch, which is interdisciplinary. So they divide from us our branches, and from some 5 6 of from each branch, the panel is different for each branch. They will not ask the same thing which they ask to a core hardware one. They will not ask the same thing to us, as they know that from our CV that we are not in that scope. So in my case, they ask mostly Verilog and C.
Okay,
They
sir.
gave me some snippets and asked me to find the outputs for watch what the output will come. And lastly, they took half an hour to check my Python skills, as Python is a universal thing and
Yes,
Python
sir.
is used in each companies. We can't say that Python is only for software. Python is used everywhere. So they also checked my Python skill. And lastly, they asked my major thesis, the thesis which I was doing, only to check if I am doing it uh, as a casually or hardworkingly, to check. They don't know about the things I told, but they wanted to see my confidence that if I am doing, if I have even one thing, I'm doing it casually or hardworkingly. Say always ask from our thesis, even if it is not from their scope, to see the
Okay, sir.
confidence they ask.
Sir, you how many rounds are there in Intel? One return, one interview, only one interview.
No, no, no. One written, two
Okay,
interviews, and lastly HR if they get time, or in campus they take from second round
okay,
only.
sir.
If they get time, they will take the HR round. As
Okay,
our
sir.
finals election, it goes up to 12 p.m., 12 a.m. at the night, from morning to 12.
Okay, sir. So, is your interview conducted online or offline?
Online.
Okay, sir. So that means, sir, to and sir, you also tell us that you also publish a thesis. What's the topic about this, sir?
My thesis what to find the relationship between QoS, which is quality of service, and QoE, which is quality of experience in 5G.
Okay,
It
sir.
was sponsored by Samsung. There is one Samsung lab in IIT Delhi. So it was a Samsung sponsored complete project, and I got this QoS to QoE part to work in that.
Sir, what is the meaning of Samsung sponsored? I mean, sir, this is we are working for a thesis for your credit, sir. Am I right? Or
But some big companies like Army of our India and Samsung, Motorola, they come to IIT Delhi and maybe some IIT Bombay also. They gives their research areas. They give their research areas to the professors, and they give us from the whole topic to work in a specific topic for our course completion. So that's why I told it is a Samsung sponsored project.
sir, then your idea or then your thesis will be overtaken by the Samsung company. Am I right? Like they can use it
Maybe
anyway.
they can use it anyway. They can use it anyway.
Okay, sir. Sir, that means that to get into the pre-silicon verification engineer to become, do you have to complete a Verilog, C, Python, and MOS IC design courses to
Huh.
get into. Okay, sir.
I told that as verification is mostly a software type of profile in which we have to code. We don't have to use any tools. We have to build our logic and code everything. So that's why they always look for these skills
Okay, sir.
verification.
Sir, can you tell the audience about your pre-silicon verification engineer role and everything, how it is different from the verification engineer and the skills as I already mentioned, but the skill you
Mhm.
gain after joining the Intel. So can you elaborate?
Yes. The name pre-silicon comes as there are two phases when we design a chip. When the chip is not fabricated and when it is fabricated. So normally when we talk about verification, we talk about pre-silicon only, as mostly we have to remove any bugs or faults before fabric hitting the chip. And so my branch, as you asked that, what is the difference between pre-silicon and this? So they are same, but in Intel, they call this like this pre-silicon verification. So okay, you are muted.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
Hmm,
And
hmm.
if you get promoted, sir, then you will become the post silicon verification engineer.
No. Post is something different. Their
Okay, sir. How is
methods
it?
and flows are completely post is mean when the pre-silicon guys they tell that the hip is fine and you can fabricate it after doing some more rounds of physical design and DFT. So some sample 100 to 200 chips, they come from fab in the company, and at the lab post silicon is mostly in lab. They do some firmware testing on
Hardware
it to
works,
see
I
some.
think, sir.
Yes,
Hardware.
hardware. So post silicon is mostly a different thing.
And sir, silicon design engineers, it is also different.
Uh, Design engineer are very, it is a very
Broad subject.
large, broad subject. So design and verification, they go hand by hand. They
Okay,
do
sir.
something and we check that if you have done this right or wrong. If we tell them that this thing is wrong, you have to change the logic, they change and give it back to us, and then we check to see that it is fixed or not. They go hand by hand.
Okay, sir. Can you summarize to the audience that if they want to become a pre-silicon verification engineer,
Hmm.
what should they do? Because they want to know your opinion, sir.
Yes. Mostly 90% of in any chip development cycle, 90% of time is used in verification only. As designing, they always take from the previous thing and port it to new one, and we have to check this. So for checking it, we have to always try to what we say that research paper, we have to read more and more
Okay, sir.
papers to understand their language, what they want to say. Because if we get that what the document is trying to say, then only we can verify it to the full extent. So we need to get the habit of reading research papers, generals, and some company documents. And also we should have a good logic building skills to develop our test to check that chip. If we are
Uh,
not having that much logic building, then it will be very hard to get into this field.
And sir, since you are in the industry, sir, and the AI is booming, sir, can you define how AI is affecting you and in your industry and your profile, and how EC electronics and graduate electronics students
Mhm.
should prepare to bear the AI presence, sir. Like,
Uh,
sir, now the chips are now designed with the help of AI. Intel is also
mhm,
in the
mhm,
front leader. That's why, sir.
mhm. AI, mostly that the thing you told, that AI, each company is incorporating AI in the tools that we use. Means we have to still do the things that we do, but the tool will help us more to find the root cause of this. So the tool development is mostly on AI based. So I think much it has affected me,
Okay,
but
sir.
the tools which will come in future, maybe I have to see how it affects me. It is a
Okay.
very building
New
stage.
thing
it,
for
it has not
also.
very new thing.
Okay, sir. Sir, we are in the end of this interview, sir. Would you like to say some few motivation words to our audience so that can they prepare their mind to work in this and
Yes,
stay
yes, yes.
focused?
One thing I want to say to the audience, that even if even if we are in not in tier 1 college or tier 3 college, we can get into any company that we want if we have that skills required to uh, get to the interview. So as also from 2021, after the pandemic also, in our country, a boom type of thing is seen. Hiring has increased some 2 3 times in each companies, and each company wants this hardware type of engineers. So if we do all the right things that I told, to get Verilog and CMOS IC design, and make up their confidence and build a good CV, they can get into any hardware company from any college they want. Not it is not necessary that we have to go to IT or top NITs to get that. I have seen some of my friends, they get to very big companies.
Okay, sir.
And also one thing also, CV building is very important to get into any company. We cannot take casually our CV. Each line, each word we need, which we are writing, that we need to make sure that it is right and we can explain to the interviewer what we are writing.
Yes, sir. I think, sir,
Building a
building
good CV
CV
is
is like
important.
building a CV is like building a question paper. How much want
Yes,
you
yes.
you want to ask your person?
Hmm.
Okay, sir.
Because I had seen some of my friends, they builded their CV very casually and they didn't get place in the campus. So after campus, they improved their CV, and then from off campus, they got place. So CV plays a very important role, and the format of CV should be not very fancy to confuse the interviewer or HR. And what company we are applying, we need to make sure that our CV goes in line with the company and the work we are doing to. Because some companies, they do some software type of hackings, and they see some keywords, if they are in our CV or not. If they are not in our CV, it get automatically rejected before even seen by the HR. So the line of direction with the profile is very important.
Okay, sir. Yeah, I think you suffer a lot with the because of the CV. That's
Yes, I think because our branch is not hardware oriented branch now. So somewhat they, by seeing our name only, they didn't even saw the CV and they automatically rejected.
okay, sir. I guess, sir. Still, sir, you are also getting in the product-based company Intel. That's a very
Ah,
good
yes,
thing.
yes.
And sir, thank you for your time, sir. Sir, thank you, sir. Once, sir,
Thank
once.
you, Vishal.